being senior, obviously I haven't seen that much of Shane Jr., but like he always came across as an absolute gent, you know, and it's comparison to obviously what's going on with Floyd Mayweather and that gobshite Logan Paul. Like you take that into context of that's going to be one of the biggest fights of the year, and is it a bit of a sickener? Like,
look, people have asked me this question, you know what I mean, but I have to hand it to Logan Paul and his brother. Like, the two men are making absolute fortune for themselves. They're getting in there. They're bypassing like 99% of fighters and going straight to the top, pay-per-view, millions of money against the best fighter in the world. I have to take my hat off to them. Like, fair play to them. Like, they're living their life and they're doing what they can to get by, and they're getting by pretty flush with it. You know what I mean?
Oh, they won't be short anyway.
Definitely not. But the thing about it is, they're bringing, you know, I always try to look at the positive side of things. They're bringing a whole new audience to boxing as well, which is going to eventually end up generating more money for the rest of the fighters. And if you're a fighter that gets on the same card, even as them guys, you're going to get paid even more. So, you know, in a roundabout way, it is going to help boxing. And, hey, see the people that's talking shit about it. They'll be the people that's paying the pay-per-view as well at the weekend to watch it.
It's like it is fascinating because there is a huge size difference. There's a physical difference, and boxing, like, you could just land one punch, it could clip him.
Exactly. Look,
that is that fear. But you'd imagine that the way Mayweather is set up.
I seen him hitting the bag there today, and he's brutal. Like, he is brutal. But it's his size. It's his.
But the brother, you just don't sugarcoat it. Like, don't sugarcoat it.
Well, like, for a lad, the reason I'm saying he's brutal is because he's getting in with one of the best that ever done it.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, he's brutal compared to Mayweather. Like, and I can see Mayweather end up stopping him. Like, you know, I really can see Mayweather but in real life, but is this real life? Is it going to be scripted? Is there going to be a knockdown? Like, you know what I mean? Is it going to go these ways?
That's the thing that you'd be worried about with something like this, because it isn't like there's a belt on the line and there's a commission that's actually going to actually give a shit. It's Florida at the end of the day. Crazy stuff happens down there.
You will see a very similar fight to the Conor McGregor fight, you know, because Mayweather will just suss him out and tire him out by feinting and pressuring him and, you know, doing different things. And then I can see Mayweather putting it on him a little bit later on. You know, putting on.
He's tired. Yeah.
Exactly. If it's real life.
Yeah. It's a mad one. Like, I suppose when it comes to something like this, as you said, it can have a positive effect on certain boxers that are going to make more money from being on the undercards. But even up to there's a prestige with it. I look at it from a point of view that boxing needs to pull back their fans that have kind of gone into UFC and kind of gone, because UFC just fight, they kind of match up the best fighters in each division. And you're looking at what's happened recently with Joshua and Fury, and you bang your head off the wall. Like, the Wilder fight is done. Like, out of the 20 something rounds or whatever, 18 rounds that was done. Like, Fury is by far the better boxer, and he's going to win another fight against Wilder unless Wilder clips him, like, you know. So like the fight.
That's the frustration. That's the frustration for the fans. Yeah, sorry for cutting over you there, Chris.
No,
that's the frustration for the fans.
Yeah.
It's like the Pacquiao Mayweather. They never fought as well. It was kind of like, when are they going to fight? It was just like everybody was like, fuck, we want to fucking be around the fucking TV at fucking 4 o'clock in the morning, eating biscuits, going, you know, the big fights back in the day, you know.
When they did fight, it was 4 years after the fight should have been made.
Yeah. Exactly, and it had wore off, and you know, the excitement of it had worn off, and it was just like, bleh.
Yeah.
You know, and it's going to be the same with Fury and Wilder, or Fury and Joshua. If it doesn't get made after this fight, you know, things need to start happening quickly.